Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Kionna Sharice, and today we're going to do a review of the new Forvr Mood fragrances. So Forvr Mood is a home fragrance brand owned by Kionna. First they had candles, now this is their first venture into perfumes, and they released 4 at once. And I was able to pick up the sample set during the Sephora sale. I haven't tried anything yet. I really just wanted to show y'all the box and everything before I start tearing stuff up. This is what it looks like inside. So I Am Her has notes of red velvet, pear, and raspberry. Hard to Get has notes of lemon, jasmine, and vanilla frosting. You Remind Me has notes of apricot and white florals. And NDA has notes of tobacco flower, spiced rum, and vanilla bean. Now I assume NDA is going to be my favorite just looking at the notes. And I just want to show y'all how these mini bottles look, because they also come in travel sizes, which are bigger than this. But I am happy that these are a spray because I don't love rollerballs, and I definitely don't love, I don't know what they're called, but like the little droppers, hate that. So I'm very happy this is a spray. So the plan is I'm gonna try one of these every day this week, write down my notes and opinions and everything, and I'm gonna come back and share everything with y'all. I just sprayed one and I quite like that, but we'll be back. And hopefully looking better because, okay, I just tried to use a little root cover-up spray and it be back. Hey y'all, I think it's been a couple of weeks, my bad, but I have been pretty thorough in my tests, I can say that. And hopefully this review is worth the wait. I think it's probably been a couple months since these perfumes came out. I don't even know, but I don't move quick, but I do move thoroughly. So let's talk pricing. A 1.7 ounce of these perfumes is $79, which I would consider affordable. I would say something else I own for that size might be around 120-ish. And their travel size, 0.34 ounces, is $28, which I think that's around average for a travel size. So I've tried every perfume at least twice for like a wear test, and then some of them I've just been spraying. And my overall notes, I'm gonna go through each one, but just like overall as a theme, I'm noticing on the positive side, these last super long on my skin, like 8, 10, 12 hours. There's still a whiff on my skin. Longest lasting perfumes I think I have. On the negative side, I don't find these scents to be very strong. I have to spray more than I usually do, and I don't really spray a lot of perfume like you probably should. Sometimes when my upstairs neighbor is walking around, I can't tell if someone's breaking in. But what I usually do is spritz, dab, spritz, maybe a spritz down the shirt. That's it. And for these, I needed to do more. So my first test was my usual, and then my second test, I doubled it up. So they last very long, but I do have to spray a good amount. First, we have I Am Her. I only tested these on my skin, so I'm actually gonna test them on a blotter strip. And that's crazy. That's the strongest I have smelled it, just spraying it like that. So I don't know. But I do get this kind of sweet, fruity, berry, almost candy-like. So the actual notes of this perfume are red velvet, pear, and raspberry. And I noticed on my skin, I got that fruity floral vibe, but as the day went on, I would get that, what I'm assuming is the red velvet note, which I didn't really care for. It stood out as something like, what is that? But I will say it smells better on the blotter strip than it does on my skin. But with how it smells on my skin, this is not one of my favorites. I would not purchase a bigger size. But yeah, it's crazy because I can really see what you were going for more on this blotter strip. But we just didn't work out. Next, we have Hard to Get, which is, we worked through this one. It has notes of lemon, jasmine, and vanilla frosting. So the first time I sprayed this, I just kind of got like a sweet scent, maybe a little musky type of scent. I didn't really get the lemon. until a few hours had passed. But then on my second spray or time test, I got a little bit more, but I felt like as it had been on my skin for a couple of hours, that's when I kind of got more of a lemony, creamy dessert. Now this description scared me. Like, what do you mean by lemon? I don't know if I really have any citrus perfumes or citrus included perfumes. But what it settled down into, I really liked. It was kind of like just a lemony dessert, like fluffy, light, sweet. It was good. I was trying to let it settle on the bladder strip because at first I got just alcohol. Now on the bladder strip, I'm getting way more lemon in a way that I don't like. This performs a lot better on my skin than what I'm smelling on this bladder strip. That's so interesting. I would not even bother trying this on my skin. I don't like this on the bladder strip at all. I'm just getting lemon. And honestly, lemon scent really reminds me of like cleaning the kitchen. So it's a fine line and it's just super lemon right now. I kind of want to let this one sit. I'll come back to this after I've reviewed the other two. But as far as how it performs on my skin, I don't know. I like it. I think I might would try the travel size, but I'm not fully committed to it. Next we have You Remind Me, which has notes of apricot and white florals. Now, I am a white floral girl. Did y'all see it this time? I'm actually wearing this right now. Ooh, on the bladder strip and in the air, well, really in the air, I'm getting a lot more of the apricot than I do on my skin. About to eat it. So on my first test, I said that I basically just got white florals, and I do like white florals, but that's kind of all I got. And I thought this would definitely be a great one for layering. And then when I did my second test, I got more of that white floral and fruit scent. And once again, see it as great for layering. And I also said I felt like it got sweeter on me throughout the day, which I enjoyed. This is my favorite. I don't even know how to describe it, but if you like white florals, you'll like this. And it has like that little bit of fruitiness, but it's nice. It's nice. Just kind of like a juiciness, you know, it's just a little extra. And I think it's great on its own. It'll be great to layer. And this is one I would buy in the full size. Back to Hard to Get. Let me see if I get any more. That's crazy. I hate it on the bladder strip. I hate it. It's definitely, these are all, really any perfume, you need to try it on your skin. Which is kind of funny because me and my friend were just talking about, she had wore Libre or Libre, however you say it, out last night. And a girl had asked her, like, are you wearing that? And both of us really love it. Like I feel like we both smell great in it. But other people online hate that scent. It's really just how it works on your skin. And finally, we have NDA, which has notes of tobacco flower, spiced rum, and vanilla bean. Now, this was interesting because, you know, as soon as I see vanilla, I think it's going to be like an extreme gourmand. But I have been getting surprised lately that that is not necessarily the case. So in both of my tests, I said this is really kind of a unisex scent. You get what I assume is, it's like, I don't know what tobacco flower smells like, but whatever you kind of think it smells like, that's what it's giving. And I feel like I smell the spiced rum a little bit more on the bladder strip. I don't get too much of the vanilla. So on its own, I like it, but it's a little too much for me. But I layered this with Kayali vanilla. I'm about to layer it on the bladder strip. Hold on. Okay, I grabbed it. If you're wondering, vanilla perfumes do get darker over time, so you can see how long I've had it. I grabbed the wrong one, and now Hard to Get, the lemony one, it's getting sweeter. It's getting sweeter. Now I'm starting to like it. These two mixed together, it's sexy. Absolutely a date night or just getting cute night out combo for sure. So I was going back and forth with my thoughts on this one just because, like I said, it's not something I would wear on its own, but I think it would also layer great. So it's like, what does that mean? as far as if you buy a perfume that you wouldn't wear on its own. But I would absolutely get this in at least the travel size. I might would get a full size. I might would get a travel size if hard to get, just because it's interesting because I do have other perfumes that I don't like the opening, but I do have to let it sit on my skin. I might would get a travel size of this. I'm not sure. But I would say out of the 4, I don't dislike any of them. Or would I say that? Hard, what is it? I Am Her, the one with the red velvet note. I don't think it smells bad. I just don't think it's for me. So I don't think any of them are bad. You Remind Me, the white floral apricot, that's absolutely a winner in my book. And NDA, not too far behind. And then I'm trying to figure out, hard to get, what I'm feeling about her. So overall, I feel like this was a great first collection. You have pretty distinct, like, 4 vibes. And I don't know, I feel like there was like a lot of chatter around this launch, and it was honestly a bit ridiculous. Like, I don't know how I would feel about like that much criticism on a product that I've worked for years on from people who haven't even held it in their hands, you know? Overall, I find this to be a really good first launch for a brand. It's affordable. You got a different vibe. They're all very different. For me, they last super long on the skin. I just have to spray maybe double what I usually would. All I can really say is congratulations on the launch. And I have been seeing like a lot of layering combos on the internet, so I'm gonna have to try some of those out. And when I say it lasts long, I mean I sprayed it on at home before I went to work. I worked, got home, still smelled it on my skin. Okay. That's it. Let me know in the comments if you have picked up any of the Forvr Mood fragrances and what your thoughts are, if you kind of agree with me or maybe you really don't. If you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.